Welcome back to King's Court.
Where it's two friends that talk about sports.
Everything health and wellness.
Today, we're going to break down week 6 of college football. Got some very interesting upsets, interesting wins, and some crazy opinions coming y'all way.
It was a lot of top 25 teams that took an L. I think we got to put some respect on the team. I'm going to start off first with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We got to put some respect on them because just like with Kentucky and Vanderbilt, they've shown some promise. Now, they have lost to some teams, but, they lost to Michigan last week, but that's a rivalry game.
That's a rivalry game.
Michigan barely beat them by 3, 27-24. They upset number 11th in the country, USC, 24-17.
It's really crazy, especially for them to go in at that and at that caliber of a team to go against that and come out like that.
And look, their quarterback did it with no passing touchdown, all rushes.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is, he only got 14 rush yards, so he was running it up from the goal line.
He was taking straight from there to the corner, boom, right back, boom again. I'm like, dang, it makes no sense for them to be able to have that, put up those numbers against a ranked team like that. I guess feel like it probably was overranked.
I think some teams have slept on this year, really. But I mean, Miller Moss did throw 2 picks for USC, so that will do it. If you don't turn the ball over, the other quarterback does.
Oh, they'll take good and that good field positioning. If you can manage that good field positioning too, and Minnesota did it well. It was surprised because what USC they whooped up on LSU first, and we thought, I was like, wow,
they did. But also, the weird thing about this game, besides turnovers, they were way better on third down, 7 for 11, while Minnesota was only 2 for 8.
Okay, can't beat that for real if you think about it.
But when they had to have it, they are 2 for 2 on fourth down, so they converted when they need to.
Yeah, converted and took it home when they need to.
Penalties too, because there's also a fumble on USC, but Minnesota also had a fumble, so 3-1,
so
one turnover. So
added up on that one.
That's how it go. Also, 8 penalties for 59 yards.
Oh man!
I mean, they had 4 for 50, so they gave up bigger penalties.
Yeah, they got,
but still, it's like that's not good.
That's still not good to keep dropping those many penalties right there. I mean, I can get away with at least 3, but anymore, you're getting close to the double digits. And that can cost you the game really quick for a split session decision like that.
Yeah, I think the Golden Gophers might be better than most people think. Just keep an eye on them for the rest of the season.
Might got a good weapon.
Maybe. Big Ten, y'all may make a bowl game. We're going to see.
They might make one.
Who you got for the next episode?
Oh, for my next one, surprise with it, I got the Texas A&M against Mizzou. Texas A&M. They was already ranked anyway, but I figured they was just going ahead and I figured they was going to beat them anyway, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad of a game. 41 Texas A&M and 10 Mizzou.
Anytime you see a top-ranked matchup, you think it's going to be a good game.
It's surprising me. And the thing is, Mizzou was at home again.
They were at home.
They was at home.
No, they were at Kyle Field.
They was at Kyle Field?
Yeah, that's at the College Station.
Okay, then.
But I say...
Hey, then they held it down then. My bad. They held it down. Texas A&M held it down. They held that whole home field advantage. And usually, lately, the home field advantage ain't been nothing.
Mizzou been dropping the ball, though, because that's... Like, you had a close game against Vanderbilt. You pulled through that one.
You pulled through. I thought Vanderbilt was going to take them all.
You had a close game against Boston College. You pulled that through, but
I really thought Boston College was going to get them and eat them. I really thought that.
They got blown out. I know College Station is a very difficult place to play it, but y'all got to do better.
Yeah, really got to do better. Definitely on that. Total yards, Texas A&M 512 to Mizzou 254. So they was getting those yardage, everything, and all of it came mostly from running and passing. So it's even, but really running. So they was running downfield.
They were having their way out there.
Let's have them right there on a home field advantage. Let's see. Interceptions, nobody threw any interceptions or fumbles.
Well, that's good. No turnover, but still, like...
Penalties, though, 6 on Mizzou, which is low, compared to 10 on Texas A&M.
And then they had more penalties. You couldn't get in the end zone one more time.
You couldn't get it back in there and just to make the point village a little bit better. I mean, I wouldn't go home with 10 to 41.
I'm not going out like that.
I mean, that really say something about you. And then the person who just ate it up was Moss. Hey, round of applause to you, Moss. Man, I give it to you. You ran up on that one.
He put a team on his back.
He did, and I'll give respect when respect due. I'm proud of you. All right, what you got for your next one you want to talk about?
My next one, I got to talk about it. I was shocked when I saw this. We got to talk about Vandy with Alabama.
Oh, yeah, so go ahead and get the elephant out the room, why don't we? You know what I mean?
First of all, I'm going to say this. Vanderbilt, where was y'all home pride at? Because y'all had this upset moment, and it was mostly Alabama fans in the crowd. Y'all had one little sliver of a section at home.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of Alabama fans there.
Yeah. And
so where y'all home pride at? Y'all didn't show up? Y'all like, oh, we're going to lose the game.
Yeah,
y'all didn't believe?
They didn't believe, and then now the whole team went back crazy. That just was ridiculous on Bama part.
Like they took what Nick had said personal a little bit.
Yeah,
but he said playing at Vandy like a home game.
Yeah, they playing it. They literally just did not play or stand up to the caliber that I'm used to them playing in. So yeah, still roll tide, but in the day on this game was pitiful. We lost to an unranked team that's been winning in and out. Yeah. I would have accepted us losing to a nice ranked team. Okay, I respect that. It was a better team than us.
I say it's official to say though, Vandy is just like that this year. Because look,
Vandy
they had the upset against Virginia Tech first game of the season.
Yeah, and then
they played Mizzou very close, but unfortunately lost in overtime.
They couldn't pull through, and then they decided to keep that same thing, and they took it out on Bama
and took out the number one team in the country. That's only happened. This is the fourth time that's happened by an unranked team against the number one team in the country,
and then take them out, and I'm just right there. So that really had gave a sour taste in my mouth.
And this is Vanderbilt. I think this is their first ever program win against a top 5 opponent. So that's big right there.
That's real, but they not known to it. They was a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Now they's like no more, no more.
Hey, I'll say this. I gotta clap it up for Vandy.
Y'all can keep that. Y'all can keep that.
Come on, clap it up.
I ain't gonna clap it up. I ain't clapping up nothing, man. I already say respect for him. They ain't getting no clapping. Respect for him. I ain't gonna.
You gotta give him a clap because that was a good performance, start to finish.
Man, I'll give y'all that one. Round of applause, standing up against my team. But don't expect it. Y'all don't expect this no more. Enjoy this year. Ain't happening again next year.
I don't know.
Ain't happening.
We're gonna see. Cause look, if they keep it like this, I think they can recruit well.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
It just depends on the coach. Like Coach Josh, when he showed up in Tennessee, he turned around. You know, they've been competitive. Usually just a basketball school, but they're looking better with football now.
They're looking a little bit better now. They're showing it. And Vanderbilt was known for their baseball anyway.
Yep.
They've never really been known for football.
And technology. They're IT school.
Yeah, they're engineering, good engineering school and stuff. But breaking down the records, they all had the total yardage was even basically. Passing was even. Only thing what really helped Vandy was the rushing yards. They held down our running back and get no yards.
But the crazy thing is, y'all were getting more yards per play, 8.8 yards per play to their 5.6.
And they just used it better.
Yeah,
they just used it better at the end of the day.
They literally nickel and dimed it, which that's what you got to do sometimes.
Hey, it sounds if it works, bro can't fix it.
If you get 5 yards every play, you just need 10. You're gonna get a first down every couple plays.
We had a fumble and an interception.
And Vandy took care of the ball.
Yeah, I would have been okay with the interception, but not no fumble.
I would have been okay with the penalties because y'all got 6 for 57, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But time of possession, what I see.
Yeah, they didn't have. We barely had the ball long.
They had the ball for 42 minutes.
That's what I was saying. Vandy they was holding on to it. Every play they did was a first down almost. Yeah. Every play, like you said, they nicked and dimed it. Every play was a first down. They did safe plays, but hey, them safe plays, you can win a game. Right. You can't always go big. You can't always do that.
I'm saying those Commodores said anchor down. They did. They anchored down.
I don't want to talk too much on that game, but
I'll say this. I'm looking forward to next weekend because I want to see how they do against Kentucky. Both teams done upset a top team. I want to see what they do.
How they do finally
against each other.
One almost upset the top team.
No, they did beat Ole Miss.
Yeah, they beat Ole Miss. Yeah,
but
they almost beat Georgia. They almost in on Kroger Field.
They could have enjoyed beating the number one team also.
And you know how they would have been. They would have did them before Vandy, or that would have been good.
Also, man, I heard y'all cut them after that game. Man, they took the goalpost and threw it in the river across from Nissan.
Man, they was too happy. The whole I know they party.
How far they had to take that down the street.
Yeah, you know how they party. The whole dorm room party. They party like with no tomorrow.
Hey, y'all deserve that, Vandy. Go ahead, celebrate.
All right, one game I want to break down then, since we're going to talk about this, that Tennessee and down Arkansas game.
Ooh, Arkansas was at home, so they cut up for their home crowd.
Tennessee was winning at first. They had the longest possession, starting out on the game. They was winning. Only thing, those Razorbacks came back in the third half and held it down, and that's the only thing that saved them.
The mess up thing I think that hurt the Volunteers in this one. You don't never go a game and you only score one quarter. That's
Yeah.
really killing. I don't care that
yeah.
the Arkansas only had 3 in the first half. They went 0, so it was 3.
But you need to at least have some board,
like
at least
6,
3,
at least a couple field goal kicks.
Yeah,
Come on now.
At least a couple field goals. At least you need to get in good field position and don't get greedy.
You can't get comfortable with a 14 lead. You can't do it. Like you got to at least have 24. If you're 24-10, I can relax a little bit, but not too.
Yeah,
much.
I can't
It's
get
SEC.
too much. Yes, anything can happen at any. It take 2 good plays can change a whole game.
Now, if you up 34-10, I
ain't
relax
worried.
Going to the 4th. I relax a little bit. I take my starters
I'll
out.
take them out. Throw in my second.
If I get a touchdown, I'll be like, hey, we watch, and then they start driving the field. Okay, it's time out. Put our starters back in.
Yeah, then hold on. Then that's going now. Think about it. Starters gonna be well rested.
Yeah.
So they ready to take. And the other team's tired because their starters have been in the whole time.
So that's a discipline. At least with Arkansas, they scored. They may have barely scored with some field goals here and there. They scored 3 out of the 4 quarters. That'll do it.
Yeah, I mean they kept getting points, but none of them turned over the ball. Great time. The time of possession, they both shared the ball. Good little bit to about the same. Can't complain with that. And that's pretty much it on that one. But besides, like breaking down stats, but player wise, on the Tennessee side, I give it the Samson. Shout out.
He was doing his thing.
He did his thing. He did his thing. 2 TDs. What I'm talking about. Arkansas, only standout player was 2 standout players, Jackson and Sigaton. Both held it down. Both had a TD.
I would say their quarterback, even though he didn't have a TD, though, Green, he did move the ball way better than the Tennessee's quarterback. He had 266 yards.
Yeah.
While Tennessee's quarterback only had 156.
Yeah.
So he was driving.
He was driving. He was the alchemist. I give it to him on that one. Shout out to Green too. You know how to put your ball where to put it at. What other game do you want to break down?
Man, I gotta talk about this game. And Michigan, I'm starting to see it, man. I'm starting to see it. Michigan lost to Washington, 27-17. They're missing Harbaugh bad.
Yeah, they're missing real bad. They're in a slump. But Washington,
quarterback whisperer. He get quarterbacks good. At Stanford, he had Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
You saw Andrew Luck was still good with the Colts when he went to the NFL without him. He does this with quarterbacks.
This week, the upsets was just ridiculous. I did like the teams that was supposed to guarantee spread on there lost.
So books was happy on who bet against it.
I mean, Orji was playing so bad. I think that's how you say his name is ORJI. They put Tuttle in, which Tuttle did throw a touchdown pass, but he also threw a pick. So,
oh man, it's like
but you had to see what the other quarterback was doing because, like, your starting quarterback, he wasn't giving you much.
Yeah, he wasn't. It wasn't giving you much to work with anyway.
But man,
so you had to make your own.
Washington quarterback did his thing. Yeah, he threw a pick too, but 271 yards, 21 out of 31 for completions, and 2 touchdowns. I'll take that.
I can't beat that. I wouldn't. I'll say it's a fair trade.
You know, my quarterback driving up the field, he doing his thing.
He's still getting points, trying to get points and keeping play moving. I can deal with that.
The only thing critique-wise I say, y'all were not a balanced offense at all. 315 through the air and 114 on the ground. I mean, it worked, but
at the same time,
keep a little more balance.
That can come back and get you.
It can, but they were moving the ball though, and good on third down. 5 for 11, not too bad.
I wouldn't complain on it then.
Michigan also fumbled the ball, so that's not good.
That's not good at all, especially having to put up boards like that. No.
Now Michigan, I still think y'all are a good team. Tuttle needs to be the starter from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, but look, y'all got Illinois next week. We're gonna see what y'all can do, but y'all got a bye, then you got Illinois, but
yeah,
we're gonna see.
They might have a bye weekend on there.
They got a bye from what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's more than a week away. So y'all got a bye. Enjoy that bye.
Rest up.
Get back to what y'all need to do. And y'all do need to lean on that run game a little bit because that's the most consistent part of y'all offense right now.
Right now, if it's not broken,
Tuttle's not looking bad for his first outing, but only 98
Take some,
passing yards.
yeah, take
I
some.
mean, he did get a touchdown pass, but still, threw a
This
pick
this
off
is
him.
when the running game can make and break the game for y'all.
Y'all defense is good, but y'all got some tough schedules still left. You know, you got Ohio State to play. You got Oregon. You got Michigan State. That's a rivalry game.
Yeah, that's
Anything
right
can happen in a
there.
rivalry game.
Anything can go right there. It can be a couple tables turned.
Indiana, I think they're fraudulent. I know they're undefeated. They're fraudulent to me right
Yeah.
now, but they are an undefeated team in your division. So
You
gotta be careful of that.
gotta be watch out for that set too, people.
All right, what other game you got to talk about? Because we got more.
The last game I got to talk about would be the Miami and California game.
Well, let's talk about it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna make it kind of short and sweet. Ain't gonna be too crazy. The thing is, Miami has been having too many close calls in all these games they have been playing.
Hey, don't hate.
I'm not hating.
Guys.
I'm just saying y'all done had too many scares in these games. They both teams had interception, so they both gave up field positioning. But they both learned how to work with it. Penalties, Miami 9 and California 6, right? So wasn't too bad. Only good thing is on the Miami side, they kept getting those first downs. 30 first downs to California 13.
What I would say that you cannot do, they went into the fourth quarter with a lead. This is crazy, by the way. Miami had to come back for this win. They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. California, you could not let that happen.
No.
Y'all were up 35
They walked
to 18,
over.
and you let them score 21 in the fourth quarter to win by 1. And you
And
only scored 3.
And the thing, they score every quarter. Every quarter they scored.
Yeah, but they had to come back.
And that's what I said. They let them come back like that.
Cal at least scored 2 quarters, 14.
They could have held them off. They would have been there first.
Yeah.
That would have been
Big
another
upset.
upset. Another upset would have happened. But like I said, if this was fishes, the world would be ocean. So I'm not gonna say that. Well, Miami, good job.
I'll say the main problem with Miami, they defense.
Yeah, they got to work on that.
If they play against a good offense, it's gonna be a battle.
They're gonna
Florida,
rely more on offense.
SEC caliber defense, but Florida offense wasn't doing it, so they rolled Florida.
So yeah, they already. But another team like that, you can't only rely on the scoring so high, because by the time your players get tired,
you don't want to get in a shootout every game.
Yeah, you can get tired real quick.
But I will give y'all credit where credit's due. At least y'all pulled out, but it's not a good look.
No, I wouldn't like that. The star players on Miami, I want to shout out. I want to shout out Ward. I want to shout out Fletcher Jr., Martinez, and Ward again. Right? Yeah. All y'all did great. And Horton, great jobs. Amazing. And I want to shout out defensive player of the game. I want to shout out Mongalo with the interception that he caught on California defense. But that's all I got. That's all the games I got to break down. What do you got any other games you want to break down?
That's all I got, man. Hey, that covers week 6.
All right, y'all. This is King's Court.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who is your sleeper pick this year. I want to know who y'all thinking may do something big this year.
I want to know too who's that, and tell us who's your Heisman pick, because we have an interesting topic we want to break down about that part.
We don't break that down.
But this is Solo,
and this is JD
signing out. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. You already know King's Court. There's no excuses. You are the excuse.
So make it happen.